Isolation day 40. Yes, it's Monday the 27th of April. I hope everyone's doing well. The weather in the UK has turned. It's a little bit dreary and raining the entire day. Lots of people are stuck inside. I'm still managing to get out and have a little bit of a plod around, although it's not as nice as it has been. I thought we should look at my blood sugars first. This is the Medtronic CareLink report that you've been seeing the last few days. Let's have a look at Monday the 27th of the 4th. Blood glucose readings, I took 7. I had my sensor on for 24 hours, which all makes sense. And look at that again, another 6-hour suspension. Let's have a look further down. So this is the sensor, and you can see went low, and I mean ultimately it kept me out of the very lows, which is less than 3.9, but this very faint line here is 5, and so you can see it was below 5 numerous times. So on here, this is the blood glucose meter, which is, and there's another reason why I like to take this, because not only does it allow me to calibrate, but also it checks that the sensor is giving me a true reading. So blood sugar at 4 AM between 5.8 and 5.2, and yet on here at 4 AM you can see it's showing 3.9. So the difficulty that I've got, as per usual, is the accuracy at times can be a little off. You saw yesterday that it was actually very accurate. This time it seems to be a bit off, and my blood sugars 5.8, 5.2, 5.6, 5.9. Overall, those are pretty damn good. If I just went by the sensor, I would be taking carbs to cover that. And the frustrating part, I think, to a certain extent, is that the alarm goes off on the sensor, and it doesn't just go off once. What it will do is it will repeatedly go off every 5 minutes, especially if I take my blood sugar. And what I did here was I calibrated here at 5.8. So you calibrate, it then runs for the calibration, and then it still afterwards is telling me that I'm low, so it will suspend again. That's the frustration. So it was a bit of a difficult night's sleep, let's say. Let's look later on. Got to 6 at 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's not far off. And 3.8 at 2 o'clock. So, as I said to you, what I was going to do was reduce my basal rate. I have now done that I did that yesterday at this time actually, and I've now reduced it from 1.3 units to 1.2 units per hour between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And the reason for that is, as you can tell here, I seem to be going low quite often, and bearing in mind that I train as well of an evening. Average blood glucose 5.1, blood glucose reading 7, sensor average 5.4. Look at those as a standalone, you'd be going, you know what, this guy's bang on it. Reality is I'm not exactly bang on it. I'm going low way too often. Average daily carbs was 29. Yeah, I didn't eat a lot yesterday. Average daily basal 93%, average daily bolus 1.63 units in an entire day. That's not a lot of carbs. So let's look down here, and you can see that I took a correction dose at 12 o'clock, 5.8, 5.2, 5.6, 5.9, 6. I'm pretty happy with that overall. So my blood was 6. I took 11 grams of carbs. I had 0.775 units of insulin. Here at 3.8 for lunch, I had 10 grams of carbs, and I took 0.1 because that was the correction. As I said before, what I should really do is I should be taking some carbs, waiting till it gets back over 5, and then eating. But then again, for 10 grams, I didn't think it would affect me that badly, and clearly it hasn't, because I'm still low at 7 o'clock in the evening. And that's pretty much it. So it's not all doom and gloom. The win for the day was that I exercised in the evening. I did some weight training at home, and I took the advice of Nick, the diabetic athletic. After our Instagram live call on Sunday, I took his advice with weight training. What I did was, because it gives you that initial spike, I suspended my bolus half an hour before training, and I then trained. By the time I finished training, and here is my graph throughout and after, which was pretty spot on. Stayed pretty good. By 12 o'clock my blood was a little bit lower, but not horrendously low, and it didn't drop down to the twos. So that was the big win for me. That was a good win for the day. The other win of Sunday stroke Monday was my Zoom call with the guys in the US. It's aptly named Bolus Maximus, and it was set up by Matt Tarot and Brendan Danson. It's brilliant. You know, the amazing thing is, I've been diabetic for 34 years now, and I've never really sat down and spoken to people about being diabetic. I've kept it all very, very private. It's just to converse and start learning off of other people. You know, there's no way reading books is going to give me all of the solutions. And I know that after I spent some time with Gary Schneider, learning from him, the reality is it's good to spend time with other people that are diabetic. And actually for men, it's very rare. So I really enjoyed that. Here's the information. I'll also put the link below to the Zoom call that's done every Sunday night. If anyone can make it, that would be awesome if you could turn up. Okay, look after yourselves. Catch up with you tomorrow.